Stuffing was always one of my favorite Thanksgiving dishes. So when I went plant-based, I was determined to create a healthier version of our stuffing recipe. So it had all those cozy fall flavors that I loved, and I wouldn't feel like I was missing out. Today we're starting the old-fashioned way with fresh breadcrumbs, but you can, if you're in a pinch for time, buy the store-bought dry breadcrumbs. However, when you're making a recipe that's 90% bread, it's good to start with a really good loaf. I'm using a multi-grain loaf that I picked up at the grocery store, and I need 16 cups. We're going to put these bread cubes in the oven for about 10 minutes or so. We want them to get a little bit crispy and dried out so that they'll soak up all the good flavor. While the breadcrumbs are drying out, I'm going to add a half a stick of plant butter to my skillet. I'm also going to throw in our vegetables. We've got onions, celery, and apples. I'm using Granny Smith apples here because they tend to hold their shape better than a lot of apples. And we are just going to cook these down until vegetables are soft. It could take about 10 minutes. If you're new here, I'm Stephanie, and going plant-based over the holidays is one of the hardest things you're going to do. But we can give you some recipes that you can take to your dinner, whether you're plant-based or not. And for this recipe, I am going to add some of this Impossible sausage to our stuffing. This makes it possible to make this stuffing a full meal if there's nothing else there that you can eat, but it also adds a lot of those savory flavors that everybody else is used to, and I think your meat-loving friends are going to love this stuffing as well as you. Looks like everything is cooking down nicely. I'm going to go ahead and add in some herbs. I'm adding in some dried sage and also some rosemary. Also going to add a smidge of salt. We'll let that cook down before we add anything else. Okay, these are about done. I'm going to put in our Impossible sausage. If you don't like the spicy version, you can use a different version, or you can use any plant sausage that you like, or leave it out, whichever works for you. I think this gives it a nice meaty flavor, and again, it turns it into an entree that you can eat if there's nothing else for you to eat at this dinner that you're having. Our bread is ready. I'm going to set those aside until it's time to mix it all together. Okay, our vegetables and sausage are ready. Let's go put those into a bowl and mix this all up. That smells so good. I am looking forward to this stuffing. I'm a little concerned I don't have a big enough bowl for this whole process to happen, so let's see what we can do. So I'm adding all the bread cubes to our bowl. I feel like I should just dump them in. There we go. That might have been a little bit messier way to go, but it worked. As you can see, this makes a ton of stuffing. So it's perfect for a big Thanksgiving dinner. But if you wanted to cut it in half, you could. I'm going to add in a few more things. I'm adding in some fresh parsley that I've diced up, chopped up. I'm also going to add in some cranberries. These are dried cranberries. And now we're just going to stir this up, which really is the tricky part. Give my dog a few treats. This already looks really good. I'm so looking forward to it. So I put this in two separate bowls because I need to stir in some no chicken broth to this, and I was having struggle stirring it. But I also wanted to try a little experiment. I wanted to turn this into like a savory bread pudding, and so I'm going to try that. I'll let you know how it turns out in the comments below. So if you want to see that, check out the comments below. But for now, let's go ahead and add in our no chicken broth. Now, you're gonna use anywhere between 1 cup and 2 cups here. It depends on how dry your bread is. So start slow, adding some in, and then get it to the consistency that you want. I don't like my stuffing to be too mushy. Lost a couple. All right, this is looking really good. I think you get your fingers in there. You want these to be a little bit soft, but not soft, if that makes any sense at all. All right, that looks ready. We're going to put this into a pan and we're going to bake it. This needs to go into the oven until it's nice and brown and crusty on top. I have been waiting for this to come out of the oven for what seems like hours, but it's really only been about 30 minutes and it looks so good. This is one of those dishes you can feed to the entire family, whether they're vegetarian or they're vegan, or even the meat eaters are really going to love this stuffing, I promise you. It's got all those fall flavors, so I don't feel like I'm missing out if I don't have turkey. But if you'd like to make a homemade turkey roast, I've made a turkey roulade. I stuffed this into it. I'll show you how in this next video right here. It's so good. Mm-hmm.